Hello, everyone. Dr. Jack Wolfson, cardiologist. Welcome to this live presentation all about palpitations. Again, I'm cardiologist Dr. Jack Wolfson. I've seen a lot of people over the years with palpitations, flips and skips and jumps and thuds, racing. And what happens is the traditional cardiologist, the mainstream cardiologist, tries to reassure you, don't worry, it's not going to kill you. It's not going to lead to a heart attack or a stroke. Yet people feel like it's going to lead to a heart attack or stroke. People feel badly. So I'm going to talk to you about that because I respect what it is. I'll tell a personal story about me. Stay till the end. I'm going to have a giveaway as well, which is going to maybe be a bag of cardiology coffee to some of the people who stick around to the end. Give me about 20 minutes here. We'll do Q&A in the end. Jump into the chat box. Chat box is open. My team is here monitoring, as well. The replay is going to be here, obviously, on YouTube, for a long time. But this is about palpitations. People are struggling. It bothers them. It interferes with their life. It interferes with their sleep. Mainstream medicine doesn't have anything to offer you. Mainstream medicine has pat on the shoulder, right? And they have pharmaceuticals. Then they say, take a beta blocker, take a calcium channel blocker, which often makes the situation worse because when you slow down the heart, now these extra beats can jump in. Now the extra beats can become more likely to jump in. So pharmaceuticals can make the situation actually worse. So again, the chat box is open. If you're not a subscriber to our channel, please do so. Please share this information as well. The heart health information that we provide here at Natural Heart Doctor helps to address the worldwide number one cause of morbidity and mortality, sickness and death, which is cardiovascular disease. Mainstream medicine is failing us. So we want to get this message out to everyone. And you just may save their life. You just may improve their life by doing this as well. So again, we're going to give you the best heart health information. We've got a lot of different videos that we've created. Every Wednesday, we go live at the same time, noon Eastern at 9 a.m. Pacific. I'm on Mountain Time right now. I'm in Arizona. So we're going to jump right into it. Now, what are palpitations? Palpitations is a medical diagnosis. That's what, if we're going to bill insurance, we put down that someone's diagnosis when they come in and say flips and skips and thuds and racing. Our medical diagnosis is palpitations. Doesn't tell us why they have it, but it tells us this medical diagnosis. Now, the palpitations can be premature atrial complexes coming from the top of the heart, could be from the bottom of the heart, premature ventricular complexes, PACs and PVCs. It could be atrial fibrillation. It could be just garden variety sinus tachycardia, AV nodal reentrant tachycardia, a lot of different possibilities. Most commonly, it's PACs and PVCs that we feel. We're sitting around, everything's good, watching TV, and all of a sudden, boom, something hits, or bum, 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 or bum, bum, dum, bum, bum, dum, bum, or we're trying to sleep. It typically happens when we're relaxed. It's not with activity. When we're active, the heart goes faster and it overrides those extra beats or the premature beats from getting in. So that's why it bothers people when they're laying in bed while they're watching TV. That's where that all kind of happens. Now, when it does happen to you, I want you to relax. Just kind of take a breath in and breathe out. Maybe take a breath in and hold, and then breathe out, or alternate nostril breathing, box breathing, a lot of different things that people could do. A lot of different strategies. We'll talk about that in a second. Okay. In order to diagnose why someone has, what they have, what their symptoms are from, you could do what's called a Zeo patch. And maybe my team can put the link in for the Zeo, but it just so happens I have one kind of hiding back there behind the coffee. This is the Zeo patch, and this goes on top of your heart right here, and it comes with a button you can press, in order to activate it. But it monitors every single heartbeat for 2 weeks. You can shower with it, sleep with it, work out with it, do your normal activities, and that would be, one way to determine what you have. if they happen every hour or so. But it's a good non-invasive test called the Zeo patch. We'll put the link there in the comments as well for you to see. But that's how we can help to diagnose what we're dealing with, which I think could be helpful, because sometimes people don't have any symptoms or they don't have anything on the monitor when they're experiencing symptoms. So this would be, you don't need a doctor's order for this, and it does come with a complimentary review from our electrophysiologist, Dr. Andrew Rudin. Okay. I did also promise you a personal story about my palpitations, and I was in a coffee shop years ago and having a cup of coffee, and all of a sudden my heart just went boom, boom, boom. And I'm telling you the story because I remember it years later. I've got a lot of respect for people who've had this, and I don't just pat them on the shoulder and say, you're going to be fine, you're not going to die. Well, a lot of people are happy they're not going to die, but they feel like they're going to die, and they don't like the way it's ruining their life. Many people have thousands of extra beats every single day and feel none. Many people have 3, 4, 5 extra beats per day, and it's ruining their life. Now, the thing is, too, is that these extra beats, PACs, PVCs, they increase the risk of more serious heart rhythm problems down the road: atrial fibrillation, ventricular tachycardia, atrial flutter, you name it. All right. So if you're listening right now, we got the 100-Year Heart Club coffee mug, right here, and enjoying my cardiology coffee. Now, coffee can make your symptoms worse for some people, and you know who you are, therefore you don't drink caffeinated coffee. You could also do one of our decaf versions. But coffee drinkers in general have lower AFib, lower PACs, lower PVCs, less heart rhythm problems. All right. Pharmaceuticals are not the answer, because as I talked about before, pharmaceuticals can lower your heart rate, which allows more of these to jump in. I kind of think about this like the merry-go-round or the carousel at the local park or at the local carnival. If the ride is spinning fast, you can't get on the ride. If your heart's going fast, the extra beats can't get in. But if the ride slows down, now you can jump on. If your heart slows down, now the extra beat can jump in. So the pharmaceuticals can slow the heart down, and now more extra ones jump in. Big problem. And millions of people are suffering with this every day, and mainstream medicine doesn't have a clue. I know, because I did it for so many years. So we want to get to the root cause of why you have these extra beats. And remember this, please. Write the following down, or just put this up in your head, because you've heard me say this before, and I'll say it again. All disease is from two things. All symptoms is from two things. All concerns, all health issues are from two things. This could be cancer, this could be high blood pressure, this could be dementia, this could be skin issues, gut issues, psych issues, palpitations. Everything is from two things. Gina Hardy, you ready? Ernest, Jess, everything handy, 9252, heart mind coherence. Ready? Everything's from two things: too much bad stuff and not enough good stuff. Drops the mic. Pretend this is a mic. Drops the mic. Too much bad stuff, not enough good stuff. Are you serious? I waited here this whole time for you to say too much bad stuff, not enough good stuff. That's right. It's that simple. Why can't we teach our medical students that? Why didn't someone teach me that in medical school? We're going to teach you about 30 different heart rhythm disorders. We're going to teach you about 40 different types of liver inflammation. We're going to teach you about 20 different types of skin cancer. Everything is from too much bad stuff, not enough good stuff. So as it relates to palpitations, to answer your question, we need to get more good stuff: sleep, sunshine, physical activity, movement. We need to get chiropractic care. We need to get massage. We need to get relaxed. We need to get happy. We got to get a better mindset. We need to eat more seafood. We need to eat more free-range grass-fed meats. We need to swallow some Kickstart My Heart unvaccinated bison is what we need. And we need to get less of the bad stuff. Toxins, plastics, phthalates, parabens, pesticides, PFAS. Those are just the P's. What about mold mycotoxins? What about VOCs, volatile organic compounds, bacterial toxins? We need to get less dental issues, less artificial colors, artificial flavors, less artificial sweeteners, less EMF. Don't you think the person who's got their cell phone in their left lapel pocket on their body, they're more likely to get palpitations? Why? The phone's electric and so is your heart. It's an electric rhythm problem. That's what we're trying to fix. I went up to a woman in Whole Foods years ago. She was carrying her cell phone under that exercise like sports bra that she was walking around in. I said, "Excuse me, I'm a very, very, very happily married man. And I don't normally walk up to women in a grocery store, but I want to tell you, I'm a cardiologist. The phone is sitting on top of your heart. The phone's electric, your heart's electric, your body's electric. Please stop." And she said, "That's so interesting. I've been actually seeing a cardiologist because my heart flips and skips and races. Nobody ever told me that." No, they didn't tell you that because all they know is pharmaceuticals. And then if they're ready, if you're an opportunity for an ablation, they'll seek an ablation. So, yes, someone's commenting, stress, worry, fear, anxiety makes the skips more often. It makes them more noticeable. And then you get more of them. And now you're more anxious and you're more fearful and you're more, worried about all of this. So we need to get more good stuff, less bad stuff. And that's how things resolve. But like I said before, I want you to kind of relax and take it in because we're going to fix this. Now, if you're interested, I will tell everyone, and my team can link it here. We do have a masterclass on palpitations. It's a $45 masterclass where I get into all the root cause. I get into all the supplements. I get into all the solutions. My team can put that in there. It's a $45 masterclass, comes with a money back guarantee. You don't like it, it didn't help, I don't care. What I do know is if you pay the $45, you're likely to watch it. I'm not going to retire on the $45. The $45 helps me pay my bills, helps me take care of my team, helps me pay for my medical insurance, for the stuff that I say, for the people who come after me. Okay, but ultimately I want you to watch the class and it'll make a huge difference to you. And ultimately what I like to do also is I like to do test, don't guess. And test, don't guess is all about checking your status. Checking your status. So you know your bank account status because you open up your phone and you check your bank account status. You know the status maybe of your retirement, or you know the status of your business. We call those profit and loss statements. We call them balance sheets. These are all the metrics that we use of our success. Another metric of health success is checking a blood pressure, right? That's a metric. Checking, your car has metrics as well. Your gas tank monitor, where you see where you're at, full versus empty. That's your status of gas. The light goes on in the car. That tells you better get gas soon. But you don't take a Band-Aid and put it over, or a sticker over the check engine light. That's what mainstream medicine does. It's a Band-Aid approach. Take this pharmaceutical, do this ablation, but it's not root cause. So we go after the root cause, like I said, too much bad stuff, not enough good stuff. And then how do we track our success? Well, you track your success by the way you feel. Are the palpitations gone? But we can also look at these advanced metrics, and that's what we talk about inside the masterclass, where we look at things like what are your toxins, and then let's reduce the burden. Inflammation linked to PACs, PVCs, and heart rhythm problems. Oxidative stress linked to heart rhythm problems. Lp(a) linked to heart rhythm problems. Omega-3 fatty acid status linked to heart rhythm problems. Now, one thing also is that if you're looking for a quick at-home test that checks your urine for something called oxidative stress, which when elevated tells us that there's a problem and we got to fix the root cause. Maybe my team will put that in there. That's the heart attack risk test. And that includes a review with one of our practitioners at Natural Heart Doctor. That's a good way also to see your status. We talk about big panels that look at all the toxins and all these other things, which is a much bigger investment, but the lowest price investment is that oxidative stress test. Okay. Now, one thing that I love inside of the big panel where we're looking at leaky gut, and leaky gut tells us about the marker called anti-actin antibodies. So post-COVID, everybody's an antibody expert, right? This test looks to see if you're producing antibodies that are attacking the actin, A-C-T-I-N, protein. If your immune system is attacking the actin protein inside of all of your muscle cells, and really most cells of the body, if your immune system is attacking this protein inside of your heart, is it possible that that is triggering your PACs and PVCs? That would be something that's getting towards the root cause. Now, ultimately, we want to know what is leading to that actin triggering. What is leading to your immune system going after that particular antibody? Now, this is used by us to determine leaky gut, because if you have that particular protein antibody elevation, it's linked to leaky gut. It is leaky gut. But that leaky gut leads to leaky heart. And when your heart is leaky, you get PACs and PVCs. Do you all understand that? Do you all understand that? That is affecting a lot of people. So I hope you are subscribed to our channel. I hope you share this video with everybody in your network, because there are millions of people suffering right now that need to hear this message, that there is a root cause reason why you have palpitations. And then when they watch this video, they can learn the strategies on how to fix it. So, team, if you want to put a link into the big panel, that's called the chat panel, naturalheartdoctor.com/CHAT. That's the test that's a little under $2,000. That's 6 tests in one. I'm not saying it's for everybody. I think you should get it, but I'm not your accountant. I don't know. We're coming up right now. We're in the middle of holiday season. A lot of people are struggling financially. These tests are not covered by insurance, but they are the most in-depth, comprehensive testing in the world. So that's where the mantra of test, don't guess comes in. Now, evidence-based supplements that can be helpful here. Yes, magnesium is very helpful for a lot of people, but for a lot of people, it's not. And when we do those big testing panels, we can see intracellular vitamins and minerals and proteins and fats, because sometimes it's not a magnesium problem. Sometimes it is, and magnesium helps, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's a potassium problem. Sometimes it's a copper problem. Sometimes it's a vitamin B1 or B2 or B3 or B5 or B6 or B9 or B12. Sometimes it's a inflammation, oxidative stress problem. Sometimes it's elevated homocysteine problem. Sometimes it's a deficiency of omega-3 problem. Sometimes it's a leaky gut. Sometimes it is a plastic, phthalates, parabens, VOCs. Sometimes it's metals. Beryllium is a metal on the periodic table, and it interferes with magnesium. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? But Gina, we need to find the reason for inflammation. All cardiologists know inflammation's bad, but they try and put you on an anti-inflammatory like a statin drug, for example. But the reason why statin drugs are not effective is because they don't address the root cause. We have to address the root cause. We have to address the root cause. I like the idea of this tree analogy, where we've got the tree and the branches and the leaves of the tree are the symptoms, in this case, palpitations. And then we've got the root cause, too much bad stuff, not enough good stuff. But the trunk of the tree are the metrics. What exactly is leading to this? The vitamins, the minerals, the proteins, the fats, the markers of inflammation and oxidative stress, the environmental toxins and pollutants, the metals, the plastics, the phthalates, all those things are a big difference. Now, people often ask me about caffeine, and they're like, well, what about caffeine? Is caffeine part? Well, the good thing about caffeine and a product like this is my cardiology coffee, all organic, no glyphosate, no mold mycotoxins, loaded with minerals to help support a healthy heart and everything else. The literature tells people that people who drink coffee have less heart rhythm problems, less heart attacks, less strokes, less dying, especially if you drink the good stuff. 5% of all revenue goes back to Friends of Hunger and children. All revenue, Friends of Hunger and children. Cardiology coffee. And it tastes great. And it tastes great, which is why I love it. So yeah, right here. Cheers to your 100 Year Heart, the 100 Year Heart Club. There you go. So caffeine, again, if caffeine makes you worse, don't drink it. Or try drinking the good stuff. See if it makes a difference. Or don't drink coffee. I'm not encouraging anyone to drink coffee. I have an 18-year-old son. I don't say, well, son, it's time for you to start drinking coffee. I don't do that. But if you do drink coffee and you drink the good stuff, it can be heart healthy. Now, if PVC started after trauma, a lot of different things could be possible there. But I think ultimately that trauma leads to autonomic dysfunction. Trauma can lead to a physical manifestation. And I think that's really where chiropractic really shines for a lot of people. That's where chiropractic can really be beneficial, because if you have a bone, muscle, rib vertebra that is subluxed, or it's stuck, or it's out of place, chiropractic can help put that back into place, can help improve mobility. And when you improve mobility in a joint, that sends signals up to the brain. The brain sends signals back to the heart. That leads to heart stabilization. So my decaf, Joe, it is organic, and we use the Swiss decaffeination water process. So it is the same organic, mold-free, glyphosate-free coffee that tastes delicious, but we use that Swiss decaffeination process. That's how it works. Try a bag. I don't sell anything except for a whole bean. I do not sell pre-ground because it becomes oxidized and rancid. That leads to problems. I don't sell K-cups. The way that I brew my coffee, I get the water hot, just under the boiling range, in a surgical stainless steel pan. I pour it over the freshly ground coffee through a natural paper filter, and I drink the coffee. I usually do 2 or 3 cups black. Then my 3rd or 4th cup typically is going to be with cream or with raw butter, raw cream. That's how I do it. That's how I drink it. I typically have 4 cups of coffee before noon. That's the best strategy. But that's the palpitation story, people. That's really what it is. So you have palpitations. You need to find the root cause, because mainstream medicine is not going to help you. They're going to give you pharmaceuticals. Let me use the analogy of the hammer and the nail, or the hammer in your foot, for example. If I take a hammer and I'm hammering your toe, you don't say, give me morphine. You don't say, give me a bottle of whiskey or give me a bottle of ibuprofen. You also don't say, give me some curcumin or some arnica gel. You tell me, stop hammering my toe, because that's the root cause. Do you get it? You want to stop the hammer. The hammer is too much bad stuff, not enough good stuff. And that is true for everything. Whatever your health ailment is right now, your palpitations, your fatigue, your weight gain, your diarrhea, your bloat, your constipation, your skin issues, your eye issues, your fertility issues, your libido issues, your erectile issues, your sleep issues. Too much bad stuff, not enough good stuff. So we get more good, less bad. We talk about a lot of that as it relates to palpitations inside the Palpitations Masterclass. So do that. Make sure you subscribe to our newsletter so you get our weekly newsletter, naturalheartdoctor.com/subscribe. My team can put that in the chat box for you. We got 22 thumbs up. If you're liking this, again, give me a smiley face, a happy face. Let me know that you're loving this. Let me know that you're going to share it with people and tell people about Natural Heart Doctor. There are millions of people suffering right now with cardiology diagnoses, and they're not getting the right information. Let's get the right information to them. The greatest gift you can give to people is health. The greatest gift you can give to your family is your personal health, because your family loves you and they want you around. So share this message. The other side, the evil side, the pharmaceutical side, they're getting the message out there every moment of every day. They are marketing geniuses. They market the pharmaceuticals all day long on television to the doctors, and then they market to you. So they market directly to you, indirectly to you. All the medical training is controlled by pharma. I know, because I was there. I did it. I was born into it. And I left that in 2012 to start Natural Heart Doctor because it's a failure. That information is a failure. Mainstream medicine is a failure. So here we're going to help a lot of people that are struggling right now, that are missing the message. Yes, Gina, the drug industry fosters dependence. Going to them for health information, going to them for treatment, going back to them, back to the pharmacy, back to the doctor. If this is just a reality, my father was a cardiologist. I remember these stories. I was in my mother's womb hearing these stories, and as a young child, all the way through my medical training. All the way through my medical training, I heard this information. And unfortunately, people are dying. Unfortunately, people are dying. So I want to be able to offer you so much more. I want to be able to offer you the truth about health and wellness. And what else can I tell you? I hope you have a wonderful holiday season. If you need any help, grab a free discovery call. Can we get that link up there? naturalheartdoctor.com/discovery. We're at about a 2-week wait right now, I think. But want to be able to help you. Tons of information on our website. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, our Facebook page, Natural Heart Doctor. When we get off this call, just make an effort to get dialed in with us. Subscribe to our stuff. And together, we're going to change the world. We're going to make the world a healthier, happier place. 8 billion people here, whatever, people are suffering. I was asked recently on a podcast if I had one superpower, what could it be? What would it be if I could wish for one superpower? And people would say, well, I want to run fast. I want to jump high. I want to be super strong. I want to be able to fly. My ask is that I would get this information to everyone in the world, to stop the suffering from the number one killer. And oh, by the way, when you follow root cause methodology of more good stuff, less bad stuff, you lower your risk of cancer. You lower your risk of dementia. You lower your risk of autoimmune disease. You lower your risk of diabetes. You lower your risk of obesity. You lower your risk of everything. And you increase the risk of you being happy. Now, it's not easy. The world is against us. Society is against us. The doctors are against us. And don't get me wrong, God bless the men and women who work in emergency rooms and trauma centers. If you're in a traumatic situation, don't log on to Natural Heart Doctor. Go to an emergency room or a trauma center. But if you want to prevent, treat, and reverse chronic disease and illnesses and complaints like palpitations and PVCs and PACs, that's why you work with us. Myself, my cardiologists, my coaches, my naturopathic medical doctors, my nurse practitioners, our staff, Chuck and Jenny and the team down in shipping and customer service down in Mesa, Arizona, my office staff, Jose and Ashley and Gabby and Donnie and Chalice, and our coaches, Sarah Rose, Angeline, Ashley, Maya, Julie, Yusra, Danielle, right? Estradiol patch, that can make palpitations worse, can make it better. Estradiol has to be monitored very closely. And ultimately, I still don't think it's root cause. Before I would do that, I would go after some other root cause things. Optalipid contains berberine and turmeric. I don't think it's going to interfere with Eliquis. I've never seen it interfere with Eliquis. The dosages are a little bit lower. Yeah, Sean, missed beats can be a problem, but typically it's this early beat that comes in, this premature atrial or ventricular complex. Then we have a pause, this compensatory pause, and then we get a normal beat and we get a whoosh because of increased blood volume that's happened during that delayed pause and that increased filling phase. There's more volume to be ejected. So I'm 30 minutes in, people. I love this stuff. I love talking to you. I love the information. I hope you got a lot of value out of this. Remember to subscribe to our channel. Share this information with people you love. Share it on Facebook. Share it on Instagram. Share it on TikTok. Share it on LinkedIn. Share it on Pinterest. But just share the message of health and wellness, because that's how we're going to help a lot of people. I left the biggest group in the state of Arizona after 10 years as a hospital-based cardiologist, making a lot of money, a lot of security. I left all that to do the right thing, because I'm here to share the truth with you. And again, every Wednesday we go live at noon. I'm committed to doing this, people. I'm committing to doing this for you, for your loved ones, for your friends. And there you go. Should you take Optalipid with every meal or just one a day? Optalipid is 1 cap twice a day. You could go up to 3 if you wanted to. I actually have a bottle right here, Optalipid. That's this product here. 7 different natural nutrients. The product is made by Biotics Research, 2 brothers in business for 50 years. They've been selling to medical doctors and healthcare practitioners for 50 years. Wonderful company. Wonderful company. Gina, Kickstart My Heart. You mentioned that, sister. Here we go. Kickstart My Heart. All right. I have not yet taken this today. Smells like organs because it is unvaccinated field harvested bison organs. I've got 6 capsules right here. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do, everybody. I'm going to chew them. I'm going to chew them live and chew the caps. And I could taste, obviously, the organs. They're delicious. Chewing capsules is not necessarily fun, but you could. Can you believe that? You're sitting here for half an hour and you're watching Wolfson chew Kickstart? They're delicious. All I've had today so far is my cardiology coffee. Let me wash it down. Wow, that's good. Okay. It tastes so good. I'm not even going to swallow the capsules. I'm going to chew them when I'm done. But it could get stuck in your throat a little bit. All right, cool. So Kickstart means you throw out your multivitamin. You throw out your multivitamin because this is the multivitamin. This is the unvaccinated, field harvested, prairie grass fed American bison liver, heart, and kidney. Bison liver, heart, and kidney. Contains all the vitamins, all the minerals, all the proteins, all the fats in the animal's organ that God blesses us with. We cherish the animal. This is the best product available in the world. This is better than any other organ supplement available. I'm not going to spend time bashing the others. I'm just going to say this is the best. This is also one of the most expensive, but it's the best. It's the most expensive because there's only so many unvaccinated, field harvested, meaning it was shot by a marksman from a distance, not like a slaughter pen, prairie grass fed animals in the world. There's not that many. So we pay a lot for the organs, and there you go. You get all your B vitamins in here, in the perfect forms, in the perfect amounts. Don't ask me how much CoQ10 is in this. I don't know, and I don't care. I just know that the CoQ10 from the bison liver, heart, kidney are tremendous. Histamine, kidney is very high in diamine oxidase, which breaks down histamines. So it doesn't cause histamine reaction, it prevents it. Freeze-dried Kickstart My Heart. The bison is raised in South Dakota. South Dakota. Okay? Magnesium is in there. You need all these things, and the animal already has them. The animals are healthier than you. They live a wonderful prairie grass-fed life. They're healthier than you are. Do you agree with Eliquis and metoprolol for paroxysmal AFib? In general, no. No. Metoprolol you can use as needed. Eliquis, I'm not telling you to stop it, but Mary Gamble, check your CHADS VASC score. What is your stroke risk? It may not be that high. Sally Nagel, my son used to work at a bison ranch. Wow. What did he do there, Sally? What kind of work did he do? We would love to start a bison ranch. It takes a lot of money to, have a bison ranch, but that would be one of our goals. We would love that. We would love that. Why would a car accident start PVCs? Again, it's just, it's a lot of things could be related to it, but if you're basically the car accident messed up your mental and physical, something happened, led to many different things that are possible, again, stimulating PVCs. Could be led to leaky guts because of a variety of reasons. Many different factors could be involved. Ranch hand and help slaughter. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Native owned. Yeah. Ours is not native owned. So actually, if you want the link to purchase the meat from them, you can go to naturalheartdoctor.com/wild idea buffalo. Team, maybe put that in there. Isn't this fun? You're watching me eat bison capsules. You got to see our daughters. Our daughters eat this stuff like it's candy. So good. So good. Great for travel, too. If you're on a plane, if you're in a car, not only is it tasty, and not only is it very satiating, like you're not going to feel full immediately like you just ate a Chicago deep dish pizza. But over the next few minutes, and certainly over the next hour or so, you are satiated beyond belief. I'm going to have more. Oh, look, everyone, I'm overdosing on bison liver, heart, kidney capsules. Why does the medical community at large appear fractured regarding calibration? What's regular? I mean, again, listen, medical training is owned by the pharmaceutical industry, American Heart Association, American College of Cardiology. They're all owned by pharma. Susan Komen and breast cancer stuff, that's all owned by pharma. Yeah, I would take Kickstart over Cardio Multi. Yeah. Yep. Thoughts on flecainide as needed. Go after root cause. I wouldn't want to swallow a flecainide. I've prescribed it, but pretty rare. Hiatal hernia, yeah, it's a problem, and it can often be fixed with digestive issues and also with chiropractic care. It definitely can, though. The mechanical issue of the hiatal hernia itself, and then of course whatever led to that. Yes, you can take Kickstart while on clopidogrel. This is food, people. This is food in a capsule. This works with anything. Unless you're allergic to organs, which you're not, but if you were, but otherwise, this is for everybody. Will only improve efficacy of everything. Could full body muscle twitching cause PVCs? Yes. Yeah. Yep. All right. Well, what can I tell you? That was the palpitation story. We got the master class. We've got a palpitations ebook. We have free articles on the website about palpitations, supplements for palpitations, free discovery calls. You can work with our doctors. You can work with Andy Rudin, our electrophysiologist, under the consults tab on the naturalheartdoctor.com website. What is the best HDL and LDL? Everybody's different. When you eat well, live well, and think well, or eat well, live well, think well, you find the perfect levels for you. More good stuff, less bad stuff. That's the strategy. All right. So, meaning-filled life. Magnesium and potassium may not be the answer at all, and may only be the partial answer. Thanks for loading up that link to the ebook as well. Yeah, Gina, I love cholesterol. There's plenty of cholesterol inside of this. Why? Because that's what's inside of the animal's organs, and our organs need the same thing. Cholesterol is not the enemy. The enemy are the people who vilify cholesterol. That's the enemy. And we need to run from those people. Cholesterol, every animal contains cholesterol. Every living organism with a spine, every vertebrate, not only do they have cholesterol, but they all have LDL. Why would LDL be bad if all animal species with a spine have it? Like frogs. Frogs have LDL. Fish have LDL. Why would it be bad? It's only bad because that's what pharmaceutical companies want you to believe. And they tell the doctors and they brainwash the doctors into thinking the LDL is bad. LDL is critical for life. Don't lower it down. Find the perfect level for you. And that's what, why we created Optalipid. This is not meant to compete with statin drugs. This is meant to lower inflammation, lower oxidative stress, and help clear out old LDL particles. Better blood sugar, better immune system, better blood pressure, Optalipid. Is it good to donate blood? Yes. Yes. Meaning-filled life, I would do the chat panel. If you can invest in the chat panel, naturalheartdoctor.com/chat, that's the best thing for you. That's the best thing. All right, 45 minutes, guys. I'm done. Love you all. Happy holidays to everyone. Happy Hanukkah. Merry Christmas. All that kind of stuff. I'll see you back next Wednesday. Share the information. Save a life today.